or Adela in Los Angeles.
Adela, hi, good morning.
Hi, thanks for listening to KPFK. What's up?
Hi. So every time people say that, can you first explain to me when people say that Trump is a symptom, what do they mean by that? Symptom of what?
A symptom of a system that's...
It's kind of like a pet peeve of mine, sorry.
Yeah, Trump is a symptom of a broken system, a system where the Koch brothers can pour $800 million into an election and get senators and congressmen and women and people elected at the state and local level all across the country, where the Mercers, where Robert Mercer can toss a couple $1 million at Cambridge Analytica and help calibrate the attacks on Hillary Clinton on Facebook, apparently in collaboration with groups out of Russia, in ways that take down Hillary Clinton. The Supreme Court has ruled on numerous occasions since 1976 in Buckley versus Vallejo, in McCutcheon. Buckley was 76. First National Bank versus Bellotti, 78. Citizens United, 2010. McCutcheon, 2013. In each one of these cases, ruled that it's just fine for billionaires and big corporations to own their very own politicians. And lobbying is not bribery, and campaign contributions are not bribery, and the appearance of bribery is not even bribery. But that is this broken system that was given to us by the Supreme Court in 1976, and we have to acknowledge that. And had these billionaire players not been able to spend the kind of money that they have been able to spend since 1976 and own politicians the way that they own politicians, we would not have Donald Trump in the White House. That's what people mean, Adela. Thank you for the call. Marty in Evergreen Park, Illinois. Hey, Marty, what's up? Marty, listening to WCPT?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was going to say, going back to the other caller that was mentioning, some Democrats from red states. I think Julian Castro is a good candidate, and then Pete Buttigieg from Indiana. I think he's another candidate. Yeah. But what I was going to say is the one thing I think that could derail, any Democratic uprising in 2020, and the thing that scares me the most about Trump is if he starts a real big military conflict. And I think he's got his eyes set on Venezuela or some of the other
Iran.
Countries that are or oh God, that would be absolutely horrible. That would be World War III. But I think in any type of major military conflict that Trump starts, as long as it goes somewhat okay and extends into that 2020 season, he could play that up nonstop. And I think that would be something that we should all be really concerned about.
You're absolutely right. This was the strategy that George W. Bush laid out to Mickey Herskowitz, his biographer, the guy who wrote the first draft of Bush's autobiography, A Trust to Keep, or A Charge to Keep, rather. And in 1998, or maybe 1999, and what Bush told Herskowitz, as Cindy Sheehan has so famously said, was, well, here's the clip, actually. This is Cindy Sheehan.
In interviews in 1999 with respected journalist and longtime Bush family friend Mickey Herskowitz, then Governor George Bush stated, "One of the keys to being seen as a great leader is to be seen as commander-in-chief. My father had all this political capital built up when he drove the Iraqis out of Kuwait, and he wasted it. If I have a chance to invade, if I had that much capital, I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to get everything passed that I want to get passed, and I'm going to have a successful presidency," end quote.
So there you go. I mean, that's what George Bush did, and he knew he had to have a war if he was going to get reelected, and he did. And back in 2010, when Barack Obama was in the White House, and it was 2 years to the presidential election in 2012, Donald Trump tweeted out that he fully expected Barack Obama to start a war with Iran in order to get himself reelected, which means that a decade ago, Donald Trump was sitting around thinking, okay, the way presidents get themselves reelected is by having a war. And so, of course, Barack Obama's going to do that. Well, Obama didn't do that, but it gives us an insight into how Trump thinks. So, Marty, I think that your concern has a deep foundation. It's a serious and legitimate concern. And you look at, on top of that right now, The intelligence chiefs this morning testified to Congress that A, Trump is lying about North Korea being nuclear free, and Trump is lying that Iran is trying to start a bomb.